The rapid growth in human population has triggered an increased demand for food supply, leading to agricultural intensification. To address the growing food demand, agrochemicals such as fertilizers and diverse pesticides are being rigorously used to close the gap between food production and consumption. These agrochemicals have equipped farmers with the tools to fight pests and diseases, soil exhaustion due to overcultivation, and improve their yields, among many more. There is still more, however, to be learned. On today's Agri Expo show, we tour this summit and exhibition. Come along as we explore the event. The 5th Agrochemicals Crop Protection Summit and Exhibition acts as a platform for different stakeholders to understand the latest management policies, registration procedures, and market channels, hot products, state of trade, as well as industry trends in China, Kenya, and other African countries. Africa is one of the world's agrochemical emerging markets, with fast development in industrial and agricultural modernization and foreign investment introduction. The event is taking place in Kenya for the 5th time in a row, with the main aim being expansion of the agrochemicals industry in both Kenya and other African countries. Kenya is a hotbed for Chinese products. We're curious to find out why.
Kenya people is very nice, and the country is good friend for the China, and it also has the large demand of over product such as ammonium sulfate, DAP, urea, and most it is import from China. So we want to open over company market in Kenya.
China has a long-term friendship with African countries, especially our President Xi Jinping. He has announced the Belt and Road Initiative, and motivated by that initiative, a lot of projects and a lot of investment has been made in Kenya. Kenya is very special because Kenya is the only country along the Belt and Road and connecting all the other African countries, especially the East African countries. So that is the very important point that we choose Kenya as the host of this event. And we want to, and also for the agrochemical and crop protection industry, Africa is one of the fast emerging markets if we take a view of the global market. And Kenya is one of the country leading the East African market, even the whole African market. So we built this event here, and we want to promote the international trade of this sector with the local industry players. And also we want further build this event to connecting the other East African countries. Like every year, we have invited the officials and experts from the neighboring countries like Tanzania, Ethiopia, Uganda, Burundi, so that we can invite them to come to Kenya and we discuss about the regulatory issues, about their markets, about their industry, about their agriculture and their demand, so that for the exhibitors and the attendees, they will know the updated knowledge, they know the market, and also we can promote the business cooperation with the African, Kenyan, and also East African industry players.
The expo is sponsored by the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, Sub-Council of Chemical Industry, and Egerton University. The success of the event included a collaboration with other partners such as Agrochemical Association of Kenya, AAK, Kenya Pest Control Products Board, PCPB, and Pesticides Manufacturers of Formulators Association of India, PMFAI. China has built a sound traditional friendship and cooperation with Africa. The event saw experienced experts from pesticide management authorities and associations from Kenya, China, Tanzania, and Ethiopia in attendance. China is a big producer and exporter of pesticides and is gaining popularity among Kenyan farmers. It manages to export their products to 170 countries and regions. Their main agenda is to bring new technologies and solutions for the local agricultural industry. The exhibition is a huge platform that will strengthen China-Africa economic, technical, and trade exchanges in the field of agricultural chemicals.
This event is an activity that is sponsored by the China Council for Promotion of International Trade and a subsection of that group. And this is held on a yearly basis, and this is the 5th conference. Its purpose is to bring the people who do agrochemicals in China, and they come and share their experiences and the type of products they have with the local farmers and the people who are interested in agrochemicals. It also gives the participants a chance to understand the processes on how you can get yourself into agrochemical marketing, even usage, which are the approval processes through the Pesticide Control Board. It's done in Kenya in the sense that Egerton have got very strong collaboration with Nanjing Agricultural University. This has been there for over 20 years. They have participated a lot in human resource development in the area of agriculture. So they came together and they used that as an entry point for, so they can co-host. That's where Egerton is as a co-organizer of this event. So we have people from Nanjing University and from the CCIPT.
This CEC is held every year in China, in Shanghai. It is now the world's largest agrochemical and crop protection exhibition, and also the platform for all the international and domestic industry players to meet together every year to source for the new products, technologies, and also solutions in the CEC platform. And this already we have held 20 years in China. And every year we have nearly 1,500 exhibitors from 30 countries and regions. And the exhibiting space is over 80,000 square meters. So it's the world's largest. And based on CEC, it is now a very famous brand in the agrochemical and crop protection industry globally. So based on CEC in Shanghai, we have launched CEC overseas events in different continents, including this one, CEC Africa Summit. So because every year we have visitors, over 40,000 visitors from over 100 countries and regions visiting in Shanghai. But it is still difficult for all the industry players, especially from international, from overseas countries, to come all to Shanghai. So it is a step that we bring the overseas events to different continents so that the local industry players, they may have an opportunity to connect, to interact with the Chinese and also Indian other suppliers of the products and technologies.
So we encourage our staff and students to cooperate with universities, research organizations in other countries, and Kenya, Ethiopia, Mozambique are several important African countries for us to cooperate with, and especially Kenya. So during recent years, we have more demands from agribusiness companies for graduate students, for talented students who would like to work in their companies. So in our education, the transfer of agricultural technology is very important. And during these years, we're also working, actually collaborating with Edgerton University in not only teaching educating language and promote cultural understanding between two countries. Another important aspect for us to work with is the transfer of agricultural technology. So this exhibition is actually a very good match with our strategy or our education at our university.
We first visited award-winning Indo-Gulf Crop Sciences Limited, established in 1993. Indo-Gulf is currently operating in more than 17 countries, and it has 22 branch offices in India. They are the leading manufacturers and exporters of agrochemicals, crop nutrients, technical and formulations. Their distribution network caters domestic market and exports to Asia, Latin America, Africa and the Middle East. Their main aim is to enter the Kenyan market, considering Kenya is a growing country. Kenya is also the gateway along the belt and road, enhancing the connectivity of East Africa and supporting African economic development. We met Sarab Abrijan, Indo-Gulf CEO, who told us in length about their products and how they're used.
Regarding this product Empire, it's a premium plant energizer. Basically, it is a blend of the seaweed, and it is being used with other micro elements. This product is very effective for the growth. It acts as a biostimulant for the crops. This is dimethiate, which is one of the insecticides, which is a common generic molecules. It has got several combinations, as well as it also being applied as a solo. It has got different combinations. So it's a very old molecule, but very effective with combination of some other insecticides. This is Apache. This Apache is a basically innovative technology of vegetal nutrition. Basically, it is also a crop supplements. So it is a mixture of micronutrients and macro elements with other elements like some shot of seaweeds and other energizer. Hi, this is Apache. Apache is also a very famous brand, and it contains the humic acids, potassium sulfate, fulvic acids. So it contains some vitamins. So it is a blend of several minerals, and it is also used as a crop supplements on the crops, all kind of crops, and on fruits also, cereals. This Civex is also a crop supplements, and we are having a technological collaboration with a USA based company. It contains the NPK, and along with the NPK there are some trace elements, micro elements, which are blended with the NPK. So it is also a very good and very effective products which is working as a plant energizer.